could have seen this coming? Except for everyone who saw this coming. Kissing Booth 2 is the #1 movie on Netflix, not unlike its predecessor. We'll catch up with Joey King about our dog debacles. Also, he was hitting different back with his Lost Boys vampire mullet. Then his comeback on 24. Well, now he's coming back again. Kiefer Sutherland joins us to talk about The Fugitive, hitting on Quibi. Also, the best-selling book, now a major motion picture you need to watch. Charlie Plummer talks to us about why you need to pay attention to writing on bathroom walls.
You have to let people discover all your dark places inside, because those are the people that can show you what's real.
He's back!
When you can't see that for yourself.
So grab a snack, wash your hands, maybe sit down. All right. How are you guys? We made it. Welcome to another week and another Extra Butter at Home. And I just realized we're like 30 seconds into the show. Already I have sweat stains. I hope you guys are doing much better than that. Look, I'll do all the heavy lifting talking about movies. You just sit there and do whatever you're doing. Actually, I'm not going to do all the heavy lifting. I have a friend. Look, it's Savanna Deaton.
Hi. How's it going?
Welcome back. Haven't talked to you in a while. How you been?
I've been good, and unlike you, I am not currently sweating, so I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, well, let's give it a moment and talk about it. First up to bat, Netflix, crushing it right now. The #1 movie on Netflix, The Kissing Booth 2.
Okay, first of all, this movie has amassed such a huge following, starting with the first one in 2018. Now this one, fans were craving another one, and it's all because of the two leads, Joey King and Jacob Elordi. Is this movie cheesy? Yes. Is it profound or deep? No. But it's the perfect distraction, and that's what love stories are. We've all been through the first love kind of thing, and this is what that movie is so great at, and that's why it has such a following. It's insane.
How dare you come on this show and say that Kissing Booth 2 is not profound? The stars could be listening to you right now.
I'm sure they are, but they know when they make these movies, it's all about fun, and that's what shows. It translates, and it's so heartwarming, Mark. Don't you remember your first love? That's why these movies do so well.
No, I don't remember my first love. I don't even remember my first shot of Botox. Hey, last week you missed it, Kelly, but I had a little dog mishap here, and Joey King had a little dog mishap. It was very weird how the worlds collided. Take a look. Hope you're wearing the mask, hope you're social distancing and keeping yourself safe. In the meantime, let's talk about stuff to keep us entertained. What do you... You okay? What do you say? Sorry, we just had an accident. My dog just ran through the set and I think ripped out the power cable. Are we still rolling? Are we okay? Are you okay? What did you do? Awesome. The first question is, where are you and how are you?
I am at my home in LA, and my dog just moved my computer, and I am great.
How about you? Any dog mishaps going on there? Oh no, that's right, you're a cat lady.
I am a cat lady. Should we try to get her over here?
Wait, but if you have a cat that will come on cue, that's like a dog. You have a dog cat.
I have a dog cat, watch. Rue! Come here. There she is. No, look at her, Mark, right on the table.
That is awesome. That is phenomenal. What did she think? Was she a bigger fan of Kissing Booth 1 or 2?
She personally can't wait for the third one because she wants to see what college Joey King's character Elle picks.
That is awesome. Savanna Deaton, where can we stalk you online?
At 77. Oh no, you don't want my address, huh? Sorry, pandemic. I've been ordering on Amazon all the time. You can find me at Savanna Deaton.
That is awesome. And one more time before we let you go, could you give us the cat call again?
Yeah.
Thank you, Savanna Deaton and your cat. Miss you.
Miss you. Bye, guys.
Miss you. All right, when we come back on Extra Butter, the director of Twilight is back and better than ever with Don't Look Deeper. Even if it's 8 to 10 minute chunks, you're going to find it on Quibi. She'll tell you why that's her new home. Next. Hey, what's going on? And welcome back to Extra Butter. For the last 2.5 minutes, I've been following that action cam. How are you doing? Getting along okay? Not going stir crazy during this time? Well, thank goodness there's more and more to watch to keep us busy during this time of being kind of hunkered down. Case in point, this. Catherine Hardwicke has directed some of my favorite movies of all time, including Twilight, and now she tackles this, Quibi. 10 minutes or less each episode of Don't Look Deeper. What's it about? I'm going to have to let her explain, or maybe not plot spoil, along with her lead, Helena Howard. Take a look. Hey guys, how are you?
Hey, we're
Amazing. How are you?
All right, so the first question is always, how are you and where are you? So we'll start with you, Helena.
I am swell. I am in a little town called Plainfield in New Jersey.
Woohoo! Catherine?
I am doing well. I'm in Venice Beach and just rode my bike down the boardwalk a minute ago. So.
All right, so we got to talk about Don't Look Deeper. Don't worry, it's one of my most favorite new discoveries ever, but I have to back up a little bit, Catherine, since I've got you, and I don't want to spend any time talking about that, but I do want to go back to that because I see the boards on your wall. One of my favorite things that I've ever gotten is the press kit from Lords of Dogtown, signed by you and Heath Ledger, and it's one of my favorite, most dearest possessions ever.
Oh, that is so. I have that right here beside me too. I love it too.
That was 70s skating is my jam. Now on to this. It is remarkable. Helena, I am told that your director was amazing to work with, one of the best ever. Can you talk about that experience?
All right. Catherine is just a joy to work with and a pleasure. I mean, from her ability to tackle things from sort of an architectural point of view, because she has a background in that, to then take it on with her artistic sense and then join the two and put them together for the sense of directing. It's really a great collaborative way of working. And then she allows the actors and the people who are, you know, working on the production as a crew to be collaborative as well. And it's a really safe space.
Catherine, it's been said of you that you're a joy and a pleasure to work with. I heard this from someone recently. Can you talk about what a joy and a pleasure it was to work with this person?
Well, Helena is so present, and she feels she's so in the moment, in her truth, that each moment I just felt so good about what she did every moment. And again, we tried on the set to create that safe space and an environment that's not too hectic, that lets an actor really be there and be in the moment. And you know, sometimes it is crazy and hectic, but Helena found some way to like really find herself each moment. I felt like.
And Helena, you know, Rookie, you've done some amazing things, but there are moments in this where you truly have to dig into those actors' skills because you're reacting to something that's not there. Can you tell me about the scene that you took most joy from, seeing it in the final phase after all the post-production, the scene that most came to life that you were looking forward to?
All of it.
All right, good.
I think it was, yeah, I mean, because you work so hard on something and you see how hard everyone else works on it, right? And just seeing it all come together at the end is really amazing, and it's something, yeah, awesome.
And Catherine, I have to ask you, Quibi so fits my lifestyle. I so enjoyed watching it in this way. Catherine, for you, are you thinking about the little mini arcs or trying to hit certain rhythm, knowing that the bulk of it's going to be consumed 8 to 10 minutes at a time?
Yeah, that's what made it kind of exciting, you know, to imagine that it's going to be kind of like chapters, that you can have that little short bite and still we want people to come back and want more, you know. So how do you keep the openings of each episode exciting, the closings each episode exciting? I liked all those kind of new challenges that are different from features. Yeah.
Well, congratulations, both of you. It's just really remarkable. Catherine, I wish I could just dig around in that room. There's so much I want to talk about and look at. In the meantime, I'm going to go put this back, and you guys be safe and have an awesome day. Thank you.
Thank you. You as well.
It is awesome, and despite 8-minute chunks, incredibly suspenseful. Don't Look Deeper, now on Netflix. All right, when we come back, Words on Bathroom Walls. This is an amazing major selling book that's now a major motion picture you can watch on any screen. Charlie Plummer, its star, tells us why. Hey, welcome back. Hope you're doing okay. This is Extra Butter. Don't mind me, I'm just fixing a little. I had a lump and I was just checking on it. It's a microphone lump. It's okay. Don't make an appointment. It's going to be all right. Hope you're doing okay. Check yourself out. Stay healthy if you can. Speaking of which, I want to talk about the next movie. It's super important. Maybe you've read the book, Words on Bathroom Walls. It's a coming-of-age story about a guy right in the middle of finding out, making the realization that he has schizophrenia. The movie is beautiful and poignant and even at times funny, and you really need to watch it. I sat down with Charlie Plummer to talk about it. If we could come back here for a moment, I want to show you something. I thought it would be cheeky to actually virtually put me in front of the house that he lives in the movie to see if he'd notice. Take a look. Hey, Charlie, where are you and how are you?
I'm good. Good to see you. I'm in Los Angeles, California, actually. It's my buddy's birthday. Usually I'm in New York, and all of quarantine I've been in New York, but it's his birthday this week, so we're celebrating as much as we can.
All right. I'm hanging out in front of this lovely house, so let's act like it's a game show.
I can
Charlie
tell.
Plummer, name this house.
Well, that is the house from the movie Words on Bathroom Walls that I believe we're talking about today.
That's right. Does it seem like an eternity ago that you were making this?
It does seem like a long time ago. Yeah, we made this, I guess 3 years ago now. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, it is quite a long time ago. But you know, I just saw the movie for the first time a couple months ago, so that was a good refresher. But yeah. Absolutely.
Congratulations on one, just a masterful performance, and not only a great performance, but a performance in a movie that is so much more than just a movie. It's romantic, it's enjoyable, but it's relentlessly relatable. There's so many people that maybe have hidden in shame because of something similar, and it's going to be so helpful. Do you feel like you're making the world a better place with this one?
I mean, you hit the nail on the head in terms of the intent of the movie. Whether we were able to pull that off, I guess, is to be seen. But that's definitely the intent. I think exactly what you just said about making sure people that, whether they're experiencing this with mental health or however it's manifesting in their lives, that sense of shame and that sense of the need to hide and to live in fear, I think anyone can relate to in some respect. And I think that's definitely, you know, what we're trying to get at with this movie and where we leave it for sure. Challenging that, I think.
When I talked to Russell Crowe about A Beautiful Mind, and something that stuck with me about that interview, he talked about, you know, despite the physicality of Gladiator, the most exhausting movie he's ever made was A Beautiful Mind because of the energy of the anguish that he had to be in so many scenes. Did you find at the end of the day, you were just exhausted?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I should probably let other people answer that question better than myself because they were having to take care of me a lot of the time because yeah, I mean, you know, a lot of the scenes are really, we're with this kid when he's really in the midst of battling with himself, you know, and that is exhausting. And I think it feels like you're quite literally going to war, and it's draining and it's confusing and it's terrifying and it's all of those things. And I think I knew for myself going into it that you have to feel that. I think if you don't feel that as an audience, if you don't connect with that, what he's experiencing, that you see that's his experience, then what's the point in even trying to make a movie about this? So I think yeah, that was something that I couldn't have really even known before we even started, but something I was somewhat aware of, and it definitely was the case.
What's the day on the set you're going to remember the most? Maybe it's a scene you're most proud of, or maybe it's a day you're actually kind of having fun.
I think I remember, honestly, I mean, there's a lot of days that I remember quite well. But the one that I think I remember the most was the scene in which my character is kind of revealing to the whole school his truth, and in the form of this paper he's written or he, you know, he's reading at least, only because that was actually in real life my birthday that day. And it was also just a really tough scene in the sense that, you know, he really is kind of at the peak of battling with all of those things that I was just talking about, and just having to be in that headspace all day and having a bunch of people around, you know, it was just quite the specific experience, but yeah, but one that I was so grateful to have everybody around me for, because they were just so supportive. I mean, producers were like running to get me, you know, everyone was just so nice and so kind and lovely. And I think everyone knew the tone of the movie and knew that it was tough, but really everyone felt so solid in the reason we were doing it. So
Be proud. It's awesome. Look, I'm going to go water the shrubs. Thanks for hanging out with me, pal.
Hey, man,
it.
yeah, have a great one. Enjoy the house for me.
Words on bathroom walls. I highly recommend this movie. Again, it's not an easy topic. If you remember the movie Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl, it hits the same notes as that. Tough subject, but it deals with it very well. Incredibly entertaining. As they say, a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. All right, moving along. Music is what it's all about. During this time of pandemic, more and more people are discovering their musical inner self, and maybe even in a movie, and it comes out in Mighty Oak. Great stars in this movie. Janel Parrish, you probably remember her from Pretty Little Liars. And this guy, Tommy Ragen. If you saw the official Broadway tour of School of Rock in your town, you probably saw him. And guess what? They're joining me now. Tommy, I had the rare pleasure of actually seeing you perform on stage at School of Rock. So tell everybody what you bring to this movie.
Yeah, so I wrote the music in the movie. I like all the Army of Love played and all the art I played. I really had a great time. I was really excited that I got to have my music in the movie.
So the two of you being celebrities, what musical artist have you had a chance to meet that you always wanted to meet? Anybody?
Oh boy. You know what? I've been very lucky. I've met a couple of pop stars that I obsess over their voices and their talent. Two of them being Sam Smith and Ariana Grande. I just think and Janae Aiko. So I met three of my favorite artists.
Wow.
Yeah.
What? That is. Oh,
isn't that cool?
How about you, Tommy?
Yeah, that is insane. And for me, actually, I am not famous yet. So if you would like to, follow me on Instagram at Tommy Ragen, Ragen. Janel has, me and Janel, we're pretty close. I have 3,000. She has 7 million. Pretty close,
yeah.
But Jason Mraz I've got to meet, which is someone that I really look up to.
That's cool.
Especially when I was younger, too, yeah.
Well, I look up to the two of you, and thanks for hanging out with me on Extra Butter.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. All right, Janel and Tommy, they are amazing in Mighty Oak, now playing everywhere. All right, when we come back, the mulleted vampire from Lost Boys, who got a comeback in 24, is getting another comeback with the reinvention of The Fugitive, also for Quibi. We'll talk with Kiefer Sutherland about why you need to watch this in 10 minutes or less. Hey, welcome back to Extra Butter. Sorry I was giving myself a little wedgie while sitting so long. The Fugitive is back, and it's better. You won't have to sit long. You won't even have to sit, because 8 to 10 minutes at a time, you can watch it on Quibi. I went behind the scenes with Kiefer Sutherland and the cast to their homes to talk about it. Take a look. Hey, guys, how are you?
Great, man. How are you?
I'm good. Sometimes in this day and age, the best question that can lead to the most interesting answer is, how are you and where are you?
I'll start. I am at home, and I'm doing all right. We've had a few questions kind of dealing with where everybody is at right now. I feel actually sometimes very guilty. I have a home where I'm comfortable, and I know so many people are struggling right now, and that they're scared not only of the virus, but the economic struggles that are either upon them or coming their way. Parents not knowing what to do with their children. It's just a hard time, and I hope we all pull together to get through it as quickly as possible.
Amen, brother. How about you, boy?
Likewise, we're hiding out in the Catskill Mountains of New York, and we live up here full time. I've been in the city for most of my adult life, and I've still got some friends there living in one-room apartments with their kids, and my heart just goes out to all those underneath, really pressurized times right now. So trying to find the silver lining and, staying mentally strong as best we can.
And what we need now more than ever is distraction and entertainment. And you know where we can find that? I love this new format. It fits my lifestyle. I don't want to eat up the whole interview, but I could, about how much I love the format. But just talk about creating something for this bold new world.
Well, Jeffrey Katzenberg created Quibi as a platform, really in an effort to give viewers power, so that you could watch 40 minutes if you wanted, you could watch 10 minutes, and they would all be tailored to 10-minute clips. But we approached The Fugitive as if we were making a film. It was really on the writer, Nick, to create these beautiful entrances and crescendos of scenes woven into the film. But when we went to go make it, we made it as if we were making a 140-minute film. It wasn't that different an experience for me, and I don't believe it was for Boyd, but it was certainly challenging for the director and for the editors.
Boyd, what was your favorite part?
You know, I love that Mike he's a blue collar guy. He's an average, everyday man. He's just really trying to put his life back together. And I love being a part of stuff that's just current. And with this, in the culture and the media that we're experiencing right now is a lot of tweet now and confirm later. So you see a guy really pressurized and really fighting for, the only thing that he has left in life, which is his family. And that was enough for me.
Got it. Have you guys plowed through all the episodes to see how they're actually on the Quibi app, how they're actually viewed? Have you? I know you don't usually go back to watch your own work, but what a unique way to enjoy it, have you?
For me, I wanted to see how the episodes came together because the first viewing was more, again, like watching it as a film. So yeah, I've checked out a couple and I'm thrilled. I think they've done an incredible job. Again, this was one of the nicest projects that I've worked on in a decade. I absolutely love Boyd as an actor and the moments that we got to work together. Stephen Hopkins directed all of 24, first season of 24. So we have a really strong bond, and it was just a great script. So absolutely thrilled with the way it's come out, and finally excited that people are going to get to see it.
Yeah, it's very rare that I can say 30 seconds after I finish talking to you, I'm going to be back at it, enjoying it in the palm of my hand, you guys. Thank you so much, and stay well.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you, Mark. Nice talking to you.
The Fugitive now playing 8 to 10 minutes at a time on Quibi. Have we done it all? I think we've done it all. So have yourself an awesome rest of your week. We'll see you next time on Extra Butter.